Hello everybody, and today is October 4th. It's a Saturday, and today I'm going to do something different today on Enjoy the Movies. Well, we're going to be talking about Robin Williams. I had taken the time to watch a couple Robin Williams movies, and in the process I've decided, because I haven't really reviewed too many other Robin Williams movies that I've watched in the past, I'm probably just going to review them all now. Pretty much all of these movies, they all star Robin Williams for the most part, to some extent. And, well, that's a lot of movies. I've never done this many in one sitting before, so let's just start. I wanted to start with RV and License to Wed, and only because I consider these the two weakest Robin Williams movies that I have ever seen. For the most part, I think Robin Williams is a great actor. He always does a great job. He has a variety of roles. He does a lot of comedy films. He's had many drama roles. And I think his main role in Jumanji was an action-packed role, so he's definitely been around as an actor for a while. And if you haven't known about Robin Williams, you must have lived under a rock. Alright, let's just start with RV. Rough premise of RV. Robin Williams plays the father of this family in an RV, and they go on vacation. I found this movie to be highly unsatisfying, not very funny. Very family-oriented, and a lot of the antics that happen with the RV very unrealistic or unreasonable and not very interesting. So I don't want to dwell on this one too much because we've got a lot more interesting topics to talk about. So I'm going to say RV, definitely don't recommend, definitely think it's not worth watching. So, alright, let's see, next movie, License to Wed. This one, Robin Williams plays this pastor or priest or something that is going to marry two people, and pretty much I find that he is pretty much the good actor in the movie. The other people in this movie, they were some guy named John Krasinski and Mandy Moore. Now, I don't want to go bashing on Mandy Moore, because this is supposed to be all about Robin Williams, but I don't think she's that great an actress. So anyway, Robin Williams, I felt he was the strong point of this movie, except the movie itself really revolved around the other characters. And he didn't really have too much part of it, except for all of the awkward situations that he puts the couple through. I don't think it's that interesting. I've heard a lot of other people say that they loved it. I hated it a lot. I thought it was utterly terrible and not worth watching. But that's your prerogative. Yeah, it's about this couple who plan on getting married, and they wanted to have the wedding, like, 2 years down the line, but this particular guy was booked for, years, so he only had one opening, and it was 3 weeks away. But, that's the premise. So if you want to watch it, go ahead. I don't recommend it. So, License to Wed, don't recommend, not worth watching. 1 Hour Photo. This is a movie starring Robin Williams. He plays this, film stand guy, like he works at the 1 Hour Photo at like the store or pharmacy or something, and he's actually this creepy stalker that keeps on looking at and making extra copies of this one specific family's photos, and that's pretty much the premise for the movie. Now there's no comedy in this movie at all, and you definitely see a dark side to Robin Williams. I haven't seen Death to Smoochie, but I hear that I have to watch that too, because it's also one where he's kind of dark. But yeah, so 1 Hour Photo starts out really slow, not that much, motion or action going on. It's pretty much just a drama movie with a little bit of a tension towards the end, but pretty much the whole movie's anticipation for the eventual climax of the movie. So 1 Hour Photo, definitely recommend. I thought it was very good. It's kind of sadistic. So yeah, those of you who have issues watching movies with people who have amoral inclinations, or immoral inclinations? I'm not sure which phrase to use, but alright, so that's 1 Hour Photo for you. I definitely recommend, definitely think it's worth a watch. It's very good, but it's very dark, so. Okay, let's see, next movie. Alright, this was actually one of the movies that I watched today, so, pretty much now that I have Netflix, every time they suggest movies, they will actually give you a list of other movies that they recommend, and I had clicked on one Robin Williams movie like weeks ago, so they suggested all these to me, so that's why I had the bunch sent to me, and I ended up watching a bunch of Robin Williams movies recently. So, but anyway, so one of the ones that I watched today was What Dreams May Come. So this one's definitely still fresh in my mind. And for those of you who don't know the premise, it is a drama movie about Robin Williams' character. He dies and goes to, heaven. It's pretty much the equivalent of heaven, but I don't think they quite use the word for it. But they do use the word for hell, because it's basically this seemingly fantasy adventure where after he passes over and he's on this little journey, he travels basically to the edges of heaven and hell. And there's a little bit more why, but basically the rough premise is you have to know that when he was alive, he lost his kids in a car accident, and then he died in a car accident next. And I won't tell you any more, but pretty much there's a lot of family-related things going on, a lot of surprises, like plot twists. I'm not sure if you would quite call them twists exactly, because they're just little, oh my god, I can't believe that's what happened, or that's actually what's in there. I enjoyed it. I liked watching it a lot. It was definitely very emotional, so if you get emotionally very easily, I would say grab a box of tissues or something. And yeah, definitely worth paying attention to, because artistically this movie is visually amazing. Something that you get to see earlier on in the movie is they set up a little, they set up some character development with art and painting, and then when Robin Williams passes over, you see nice visual scenery of like painted backdrops, and it's very, very beautiful, and the way that the colors melt together. I mean, if you watch it, you'll know what I mean. So visually very amazing. Character development is excellent. Great dialogue, great emotion, great story. Definitely recommend What Dreams May Come. So, alright. Moving on. This is a movie I haven't watched for a very long time. It's called House of D. And actually Robin Williams is not the main character in this, but David Duchovny. And the rough premise of this movie, David Duchovny's character is basically remembering or telling the story as a flashback to his past. So there's this, young David Duchovny's character, I forgot who that was, but he befriends this guy who happens to be a mentally challenged janitor of his school. His name is Pappas, which is played by Robin Williams. So Robin Williams is pretty much playing a serious role in this movie, except because of his mentally challenged status. There's a lot of funny things that go on in the situations. So House of D, I actually thought overall was a very good movie. There are a handful of slow parts because it is mostly just a drama, but it is definitely very good. Definitely recommend. It almost feels like an independent movie, even though I'm not sure what the budget was, but I don't really care. If it's a good movie, it's a good movie. Doesn't matter how much money they put into it. If it looks good, it looks good. So House of D, definitely recommend. Definitely liked it a lot. If you're looking for a Robin Williams movie, this might not be the one to pick, because he doesn't get a lot of the screen time. So, yep. All right. What else? Okay. Final Cut. Now, if you've ever heard of this movie, it is actually a sci-fi thriller suspense movie starring Robin Williams. Now, what ends up being set up in this movie is Robin Williams plays this character who he works for this organization that basically has this technology that can extract human memories from dead people. So he gets all of their brain memories, and then his job is to basically edit a video to show at funerals and things like that, or do research on this person if the government needs any information on them. So it's definitely a very interesting concept. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I actually thought it was very clever, very different, and it's very interesting. So, I mean, their tagline was, "Every moment of your life is recorded. Would you live it differently?" So it almost puts Robin Williams' character in this role where he seems like he is the judge of what all these people have done, or whatever. I mean, he's not alone in this occupation. There are other people, but we just happen to focus on his particular one. And there's this one particular situation where he ends up searching through the memories of this one person, and he finds a lot of interesting interestingly scandalous information that, you know, perhaps he should not have seen, and people might be after him, as far as, you know, might have to kill him because yeah, he is one of these people that know. So definitely, I personally definitely liked it, and I definitely recommend it. Of course, if you're not into sci-fi movies, you know, it's a little bit out there, but I enjoyed it, just the idea. So that's called Final Cut, and I recommend Final Cut. Not for everybody, but if it sounds like something you would like, by all means go for it.